Where are you doing what you are doing because you think you should be doing it or because you have to? Today, I wanted to do a little live about the topic of doing things from the place of love. So, I'm on this 101-day adventure of basically doing 5 daily choices for myself from the place of love. Hello, Miss Chasing the Blues. So I made this choice to start the year with doing 5 things. You know how a lot of times you call it New Year resolutions? Have you ever made New Year resolutions? Has it ever worked for you? I'm going to speak for myself. New Year resolutions were just one of those promises that you just are meant to be broken almost. It didn't really work for me because this is the piece that was really missing for me. When I was setting resolutions for myself, I wasn't really looking at what space is this coming from. When we set a goal for ourselves, we set a target for ourselves, and it's from anything other than because we want to do it for ourselves, chances are we're gonna not follow through on them. And then we judge ourselves because we're not doing something that we decided we should be doing, that we then judge ourselves for not doing. And so, what if you could actually take a little moment to look at whatever it is that you're choosing to do, whatever goals you're setting for yourself, even resolutions that you might have set for yourself? Where are they coming from? Because if they're not coming from a place of love, chances are they're coming from a place of a need to be validated in some way, for someone else to validate you rather than you. And that never works. The only thing that works is when you do something from a place of love, from a place of, I want to do it for me. And so this year, I'm starting the day with 101 days of self-love. I'm calling it Self-Love 101, which is so cheesy. I don't usually use that word, but truly that is what it is from. It's a daily choice challenge. The way I am doing it is I've set 5 choices for myself that I'm going to follow through, or not, sometimes maybe, but my target is to follow through on them every single day for 101 days, and I'm documenting the whole journey here on social media. This is my accountability space. You guys are my accountability buddies, and I'm happy to be that for you too. If there's something, even if it's not 5 choices, if there's just one choice that you want to make, that you want to choose just for yourself, for the love of you, for your own self-care, for your own nurturing of yourself, pick that one choice or 5 choice, or however many that you'd like. But what if you prioritized that choice in your life in action because you love yourself, not because of anything else? And one of those choices for me is my daily vision therapy exercises. And I've been into this vision therapy program for, I think, 6 months now. And it has been a really fascinating, almost life-changing, not almost, a life-changing experience for me. Because this is not a topic totally for today, but just to start this conversation, last year in July, it literally, I had a nervous system breakdown, like truly. I'm not just saying it as a metaphor, I truly did. I started having panic attacks. My whole physiology collapsed. I was sick for like almost 6 months. I was in and out of ER a few times. I really thought something's really wrong. And even in that heavy, dense spaces, there was always this knowing that, no, there's got to be something right about this. What is my body showing me? All of this stuff is coming up for a reason. So what's right about all of this? What's the gift in all of this? And that's sort of those moments of explorations with myself, those moments where my inner wisdom, my inner being sort of outshined the whole density of all the symptoms that were going on, is what kept me going. Because I was like, no, there's one thing that I know is that there's got to be something right about this. My life cannot be like this, cannot be how it goes now on. And so there's been a whole journey of what that whole experience had taken me into. And one of those aspects is vision therapy. I found out one of my symptoms used to be, I used to be very disoriented. And in psychology, because I've studied psychology, so I knew that there's this way, we call the symptom feeling of dissociation. and that has a different connotation to it. So I had like that awareness of what that is that we call dissociation in psychology, and I was like, this is not exactly it. It's different, but I don't have a different way or a different word to describe it. It was really weird because I was having, and I still have, in a lot of ways, but so much better now, these symptoms that are so hard to describe in words. It literally felt like, am I losing my mind? What is going on here? And so this is where, you've got to keep asking things. You've got to keep choosing for yourself from a place of love. And I was like, no, this cannot be my life. There has got to be something right about this. There's got to be a gift in this. What's right about this? Universe, show me, what's going to be the way through this. And having those kind of conversations with myself every day, sort of like one thing led to another. I'll share the whole story in one of my podcast episodes, which is coming out soon. But just for the purpose of this life, because I'm just coming back from my vision therapy office, so I thought it would be a fun thing to record right now about how that is one of my 5 daily choices. I have like this vision therapy homework that I receive every week that I almost do every day, but sometimes I skip. So my target was like, no, for the love of myself, I'm not going to skip it for 101 days. So that's one of my 5 asks and choices that I am committing to and prioritizing in action for the love of myself and no other reason. And I was actually also contemplating about, if I'm doing this for myself, should I even share it on social media? Because if I share it on social media, then am I doing it because I'm like, I want to show people what I'm doing, or am I just doing it for myself? I had to have that conversation with me too. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what? This is going to be a part of that process. So I made a daily live, a part of my daily choices, where I'm sharing here, not, I'm going to reframe my sentence, going to change the way I was saying that. I'm doing this here every day because showing up like this, sharing what's going on in my life, how I am committing to myself, is a part of me honoring me. So what is that for you? What is it that you are doing from a place of necessity that you might have decided if you stop doing it, you're wrong? But you're doing that thing from a place of necessity. Is it honoring you? Or is it actually a dishonor of yourself? And so would you be willing to have that level of vulnerability with yourself where you'll be like, okay, cool, you know what? If this is not honoring of me, I'm not going to choose it. What can I choose today from a place of love? Even if it is showing up on social media, what space can I show up here from that's an honoring of me and not for any other reason? So I invite you guys to these conversations with yourself, and I'm going to be documenting my 101 days here. So thank you for joining, and I'd love to say hello to you. If you're watching this in the recording too, drop me a comment, and if there's something that you would like to commit to, even if it's that one daily choice that you would like to hold me accountable, wow, I cannot even say words anymore, that you would like me to hold you accountable for. That's what I wanted to say. Then DM me daily choice challenge and we chat. Bye-bye.